What is up, everybody? Juan G here from Till the End of Life Podcast. And as promised, we are here at C2E2 2023 in Chicago. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys on a tour of the facility. We're going to show you guys a lot of the booths, some of the merchandise that they have. I'm going to be doing some interviews with some cosplayers. So let's get into it.
Try retaking the picture. So
How happy you are. Whoa, it sure is. I'm not sure if
What?
Oh, you took the bag out? So it means that one and that one? Look at this.
Picture for Jemiah.
But stay here with me.
I took a picture of it.
Yeah, not a whole lot, yeah. Now you have to walk around and get close and you're looking at it. Yeah, that's the best.
That wrap. I do. In that Punisher ring, I have an 8. It's small. Try it?
Yeah, it's a bit
It's a lot of work, this guy.
I've been a little bit late every day, but I've made it by to our booth before anyone passed.
right, what's up, everybody? Juan G from Till the Online Podcast. I am at C2E2. I'm going to be interviewing.
My name is Lauren. My
Lauren.
last name is Mormino, so my company name is Mormino.
Nice. And tell us a little bit about what your company is.
So I started my company probably 10 years ago now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I went to school for art and have a huge passion for sewing. So I was like, so many people at Comic-Con sell paper art, but they don't
Yep.
sell a lot of wearable art. So that's kind of where I play into
Okay.
that. So all of my fabrics I design myself, and then all of the handbags are completely handmade by me.
Wow, that's very impressive. And like you could tell that you have a lot of passion in your work. You can see it through the design. Where did you start off doing this?
Just at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so I live in the St. Louis area, and I bought a really crappy sewing machine and started making like little zipper pouches. I was making hair bows, and then slowly I developed a love of bag making.
Okay.
So I have an industrial sewing machine that I use to make them. I show on YouTube how I make them, which is really
Nice.
fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll definitely get that YouTube link and put it up for everybody. So, how did you build your client base? Is it an online thing or social media?
Social media definitely helped. Doing a lot of shows. I've been doing Comic-Cons for like 7 years.
That's a great way to get your name out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. This is our 5th year at C2E2, and a lot of people have come back over the years like, oh, we look forward to your booth every time. You know, all of the bags are completely one of a kind.
Yes.
So they're looking to add to their collection.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's amazing. And then you do online orders as well?
I do, yes.
Okay, so we'll put up that website for you guys to get some orders in. Again, she has clothing, she has handbags, and then she has a few more things here if you want to pan over here. She has even little bows and stuff right here. Right, those are super cute.
We go up to size 5X.
Oh, wow, they even have it for us big people. You know, I love those big sizes. They have 5X, she said. That's amazing.
Yeah, we have to be
Well,
inclusive.
I'm loving all your stuff here. It's very well made. And then explain a little bit about the bags, like the material and stuff.
So the materials are ones that I've designed. We also line the bags with waterproof canvas so that it's super durable.
Yeah,
Take into account that you want it to last forever if you're going to spend upwards of $100 on a bag.
for sure. Yeah.
It's got to be quality.
Exactly.
But yeah, a lot of the prints are just inspiration for things that I love, or digital artworks that I've created.
Okay.
Like this backdrop here is a watercolor drawing that I did.
Nice.
So it's just nice to be able to incorporate.
You even do your setup.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So we go all in.
For sure. And you know what? That's what we love. So yes, I just wanted to stop by and you know to show off all the great stuff that you have here, and we talk to you and just get to know a little bit more about you and your business. I'm all about supporting small businesses. You got to get the word out. I want to thank you for joining us and for letting me interview you today. And we'll see you guys at the next one. What is up, everybody? Juan G here with Till the Online Podcast, and I am joined with
Joshua.
Gosh, and then you are from Moorcroft.
Moorcroft Photography LLC. Yeah.
Nice, very nice. All right, so first off, thank you for letting me interview you. I know we met last year at this con, correct?
Yeah. First time last year, I saw you and I was taking pictures. You were asking questions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You hadn't had a booth yet, right? You were out freelancing a little
You're
bit?
just roaming. Yeah. Freelancing. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, congrats on getting the booth, first and foremost. He has a nice little setup here. My wife actually partake and got some photos, so thank you for that. I will be enjoying those photos later. So, a first question to you: what do comic books and this whole comic book world mean to you?
Well, it's comics and fantasy, so it's an escape from reality. You know, it lets you live, it lets you dream and imagine, and just get away from all the everyday BS. You know?
for sure.
And you get to dress up as your favorite characters. You know, just escape really.
Yeah.
And as a photographer, I like it because I get to photograph people dressed as characters that they enjoy.
So that was going to be my next question: is what got you into wanting to do the photograph side of it and capture it?
Well, cosplay photography is just one side of what I do as a photographer. But I enjoy cosplay photography because it helps me tell a story. So the colorful outfits, the way they dress, how I get them to pose. So I do more than just stand there, take a picture. I get the cosplayer or the character to show me or do something that the character would do, and it just helps them open up better.
Yeah, absolutely. And your work is absolutely phenomenal. I've been following you since last year, since we met, and everything I see is just top notch, man. So really good job. And I could tell that you really care about what it is that you're doing and what you're putting out there. So how long have you been doing this photography?
About going on 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
It started during COVID, just a way to keep my brain active, so I don't go stir crazy.
Yeah, no, I hear that 100% for sure.
It's a hobby, and then just people can do this. Can you do this for me? And just
Yeah. So when did it start getting really into the cosplay aspect?
last year.
Really?
So when I first met you, it was my first time. Yeah.
Oh, that means a lot. Oh, that's cool. So I was kind of with you from the start.
Beginning, yes, that's right.
Okay, and so what? I gotta ask. So what has been like your favorite cosplay that you've seen and photographed?
The ones that are the really high end, the serious competitors that like go travel for competitions.
Does one come to mind?
Oh gosh, one in particular. Yesterday I got to photograph the international crown champions.
Cool.
So the ones that competed for the crown international.
Yeah.
A few of them came, and I got to shoot their elaborate. So I got to see from Spain, the UK, all kinds of places.
That's really cool.
Their outfits were just
How elaborate was it?
elaborate, yeah. And so the way I edit makes their colors really show off, and you can see the lines. And so that was a lot.
That's awesome. That's great. So what's a cosplay that you would really want to like capture and show and tell a story with that you haven't already?
I haven't. I've done a lot. I'm being a cosplayer myself, so I like to do almost anything. Haven't captured. I like to do more Disney things. I don't get to do that often. Maybe the princesses every now and then.
That'd be cool.
But I like to do like more characters. Tarzan. Who knows? Just more characters in general. Because I'm a storyteller with my with my photos, so I like to see characters that have a lot of color and
So you mentioned that you do cosplay as well. What is going to be your next cosplay?
So my current, just relaxed, easy one is just a wizard professor.
Okay.
Easy to do, simple.
I could see you pulling off that look very well. Okay.
I got this nice, really nice. Like I was,
You got a professor face, is what you have.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm actually myself and a friend of mine, my friend Elias.
Okay.
He does cosplay and he does his own stuff. He just started doing it a couple years ago too.
Nice.
So I do photos for him. In exchange, he's building me a bounty hunter.
That's a nice partnership.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a mixture of EVA foam, 3D printing, and lots of color and paint, and then various weapons and cloth and stuff.
That sounds really awesome. I can't wait to look at that, man. It's going to be awesome.
So the concept is kind of like a mixture of a bounty hunter, and like a Sith. So it's going to be kind of darkish. So
that sounds really interesting. See, I love when it's a unique cosplay because anybody can go out and buy a costume online, right? But when you take the time to construct it and it's got a nice backstory, it's top notch.
Yeah, so it's a bounty hunter, but not the ones you're used to seeing.
Right.
It's more edgy.
That's gonna be cool.
Got that that reddish black, dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a dual blaster carrier as my character.
Nice.
So I have dual blasters off my belt with all my accessories. He's making me little fob trackers and things like that. And then I built one of the small droids in Disney. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a mesh wire bag and have the droid in, like I captured it and it talks and stuff too. So
That's sick. Oh, I can't wait to see that.
buttons, and I press buttons and he'll move around and stuff.
That's going to be so cool. You got to tell me when you have that up and running.
If it goes well, I'll have everything by Fan Expo, which is in August.
That's right. I'm actually going to talk to my buddy about my co-host about going to that one. When you have that, let me know so that I can put it up on our stuff. All right, for sure. I want to thank you for sitting down with me and taking the time out. I know you're very busy having a booth here. It's crazy, yeah. So again, thank you so much, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys. What's up, everybody? Wanji here again. Yeah, with another two awesome cosplayers. What is your name?
Nico.
Nico and?
Taylor.
And then you guys are?
Luke from Mando.
Nice.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
Nice. Very nice. All right. So, first question is, what do comics mean to you guys?
What do comics mean to us? I would say they're inspiring, and they've opened a light to a lot of content that's out there now for the average even moviegoer just to fall in love with, and then that drives them into the comics.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Yeah, especially now, yeah.
it means a lot.
Nice. And you?
Yeah, definitely agree to that. And I just remember, like, my dad had almost every Wolverine comic when he was growing up, and then I got to inherit those. Like, my brother's name is Logan, so it's just like comic books have been a big part of my life since my brother was born.
Yeah. Very nice. Great. Big points to her dad on that one. That's an awesome dad right there. Wolverine. be your first introduction to comics, that's the way to go. Awesome. So what inspired you guys to choose these costumes today?
Well, I mean, I've loved Star Wars all my life, and
Okay.
I dressed as Luke Skywalker when I was a little kid, and I'm like, oh, you know, he showed up in Mando, he had the hood up, and was looking on.
So classic Luke is what you've done before?
Not as a cosplay, just as like a costume when I was really young.
Got you.
When I was really
Okay.
young, like
Okay.
Halloween.
Yeah.
And I hadn't done Star Wars since, like cosplay wise. Normally I do Winter Soldier, and she does Captain America.
Nice.
Same aesthetics.
Okay. All right. So why this version of Luke?
I really enjoyed his entrance in the season of Mando. I mean, Luke Skywalker is such a great character, and
Sickest intro to any character ever.
I love how it mirrored his father's
Yes.
in Rogue One.
They did a really good job of that parallel. Yeah.
Yes, that hallway scene was epic, and then for him to show him do it, but in his own way, it was so good.
And then him using the Force to just crush that once. Oh man, it was so well done. And you?
For me, Obi-Wan's always been my favorite. And then I guess what inspired the cosplay is we went to Galaxy's Edge and we made these custom sabers. And one of the guys had commented and said, "Oh, that looks a lot like Obi-Wan's." And I was like, well, I put blue in it, so it's time to pull the trigger, I guess, on this costume.
You're ready to go. Yeah, absolutely. Very nice. Very nice. You said those are from Galaxy's Edge? Very nice. Have you guys checked out any of the lightsabers that are here?
We've seen them before. I didn't look at the ones here, though. Oh, sorry. We've seen them before, but I didn't look at the ones here.
Yeah, same. Usually, this is the day that we actually walk around and look at stuff because we're so busy the other 2 days.
Yeah.
So I feel like we haven't even begun to cover it yet.
Yeah. No, seriously, I know you can't do this con in just one day. I've been saying that all the time. That's my next purchase is the lightsaber. Where do you recommend I go? Galaxy's Edge, or should I stick somewhere like maybe C2E2 to get mine?
I would say it depends on what your needs are, because there's a big price difference, I would say.
Yeah.
I think if you got a saber from here and it was a replica, depending on what kind of light you get inside, could run you between $500 and $600. Whereas Galaxy's Edge have replica ones, and they're also really nice for like $200.
Oh, so Galaxy's Edge is where you're saying I should go. Very nice.
Maybe. I mean, it's official and it's good, but the ones that they sell here, you can actually fight with them. They're made to be clashed with.
Yeah, that's my understanding is that there's different type of lightsabers, like some to play with and then some just to look at, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Which kind are these?
I mean, you can get a little rough, but probably not to the extent that you could with the ones that are here. These are the ones where you do the workshop at Galaxy's Edge and you build it yourself. So I guess they're more collectible, but you could get a little,
Yeah, you can.
So just no scene reenactments is what you're saying?
Exactly.
No tournament battles, right, going on? Okay, cool. Awesome. So what inspired you guys to cosplay as these here at C2E2?
Well, C2E2's become my favorite con, I think, since 2012 when they started, and this one felt like a good one to do on a Sunday. It's a little bit more comfortable than some of the other ones we do, and we get to cosplay Star Wars.
Like I said, you guys look amazing. So that's awesome that you guys came as us today. So gotta ask, what is the next cosplay that you guys are gonna be doing?
Ooh.
Is that even decided yet?
I think we have a lot. We have a lot that we want to do.
So let me ask you this: what is a cosplay that you guys want to do that you haven't done before? How about that one?
I'm gonna do Mandalorian. I have to make the armor for it.
Full Beskar armor?
Yeah.
Way to go. So you're Grogu then?
Yeah. We actually talked about that. That's
Just get a wheelchair and deck out the wheelchair so that you can just push her. There,
pod.
there you go. There you go. Nice. Very nicely done. Okay. So, who was your first cosplay?
Batman. Dark Knight version.
That's the way to start it right there. And
Captain America, but not a full suit version yet. It was just kind of when I dipped my toes into cosplay, and then eventually I was like, I want this full suit, the stretch fabric, the texture, the everything. I was like, I'm committed to this character. So, and I still do it now, and I have a few suits now. So,
so that brings me to my next question: how long have you guys been cosplaying?
I've probably been cosplaying since 2013, whatever the second C2E2 was, because the very first one I did not cosplay because I didn't know what was up. I mean,
It was brand new,
I always made costumes and was serious about it, but for Halloween. And then I came to the first con, I'm walking around in normal clothes, and I'm like, I'm missing out. I need to be.
I mean, honestly, C2E2 is just a way to cosplay or to Halloween when it's not Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another outlet for us, right?
Absolutely.
And you?
Yeah, probably a year after that in 2014. So kind of like him, I went to a convention and I saw all of these people cosplaying, and I kind of got FOMO.
Yeah, for sure.
So then the next one I went to, I was like, all right, it's time to do this, because Halloween's my favorite holiday. So now, just do it all the time.
Nice. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for letting me interview you guys again. You guys look absolutely amazing. I hope to see you guys at the next con. And for us, that's it. We'll see you at the next one. What's up, everybody? Wanji here again. And I have my next cosplayer here. What is your name?
My name is Annie.
Annie, and you are dressed as?
I'm dressed as Ellie Williams from The Last of Us.
Nice, and very well done. I like the way you went with that. So my first question to you is, what do comic books mean to you?
Comic books mean inspiration. They mean individuality. It's artistic freedom, and it's an expressive art. Comics have always been politically inherent, and they use that to reflect our reality and use that to amplify the voices of those who don't usually get to speak up.
For sure.
And transform that into a form of art that connects everyone.
Yeah.
There's no bound of comic that doesn't reach at least someone in our life or ourselves.
Exactly.
And has the ability to reach that. It's just so universal and special.
Yeah.
It's a special form of art.
Yeah, very well said. Very well put. So I have to ask, why Ellie?
Why Ellie? It's a funny story. I've been thinking about doing Ellie for years. I've been cosplaying for about 10 years now. And a good friend of mine who I met at a comic convention about 3.5 years ago, we did Hopper and 11 from Stranger Things for season 3.
Cool.
And we became very, very good, fast friends after that. And our brand kind of became the precious cargo and the protective, grizzled father figure. And I've always stood in as the precious cargo. And he reached out to me a few weeks ago and said, hey, I know you're doing this lineup. I don't know what you're doing, but I actually want you to be my Ellie. I'm doing Joel, and I have all the stuff for my Joel. Will you please be my Ellie? And I was going to reach out to him and say, I really want to do Ellie. I can't find the shirt, but if I do some version of Ellie, like the Bella Ramsey version, will you do the Pedro Pascal? And he goes, I bought you the shirt.
So it's meant to be, is what you're telling me.
He surprised me with the thing, and I had everything else in my closet. So he goes, I'll weather this shirt up for you. Can you not cut your hair, keep it long? Because I was about to chop it all off.
Okay.
So absolutely. So it was all by chance, and it was fate. So
literally everything just lined up in a row for you guys. That is excellent to hear.
We did a shoot on Friday, and I'm super excited. Because
That's
it's
awesome.
Our brand, and we get to keep doing it. So
That's really cool. So yeah, you can do it for cons to come. That's awesome.
That's what we said today. We're like, this is so comfortable because it's a few layers of clothes.
Yeah.
I have everything, and it's not like I'm moving around in 10 pounds of armor or zipping in out of a suit or so
that's really cool,
and it's practical, and I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I gotta ask, what did you think of the series on HBO Max?
I was blown away.
Same.
I will say that the two highlights have been episode 3 and episode 7. I don't remember feeling truly sad or hollow or empty or grieve. I got to grieve a little bit with these characters. Offerman as Bill, it was just a fantastic performance. And while I love the show as a whole, those 2 episodes, watch it as I'm a queer person, so watching Ellie have that experience as a young queer girl. If I saw that when I was 13, and I got to see that, that would have changed my perspective on everything. And
for sure.
For young queer people to grow up where, they're doing the barrier gaze trope, and that's problematic at some points, but for this, it makes it all the more poignant and reserved, and the show, everything about it has been so beautiful.
Sure.
The folks who worked on Chernobyl really got to involve themselves in this too, and the use of
I heard that.
effects and the sound design and the set design and everything has been brilliant. I really do look forward to next season.
Same here. Now, were you a fan of the game at all?
I love the game. I do. I think that I prefer the show over the game just because of how niche it gets and how well it explores the characters. But the game is so special because you really get that sense of intimacy and storytelling that you don't find in every game.
Yeah, I love how close they kept it to the game. I think me being a fan of the game first, I love that they kept that aspect to it. Do you find that that's what you liked about it too?
Oh, absolutely. Keeping those personalities in check and making sure that everything is as true as possible.
Yeah.
Where you're doing some flexibility here and there to make sure it reaches a broader audience. Yeah. But at the same time, I think with pulling in the science of the cordyceps virus and everything, and then expounding on that, where we know of it in the game, and that's what it is, and kind of using the tendrils instead of the spores, right, where you're making these shifts, but the game, it laid it out so well.
Yeah.
that it's just so memorable.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that they complement each other really well.
Yeah, they really did. So my final question was going to be, who are you going to be cosplaying as next?
As next, oh goodness, I am going to be doing Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. She's one of my favorites. The first one was my first favorite movie of all time. I did that Gwen as well.
Okay.
But I'll be doing the Padme Lake dress.
Very nice.
To Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, good luck with that, and thank you for letting me interview you. All right, on to the next one, guys. Thanks. What's up, everybody? Wanji here again with another cosplayer, and this is
Riley,
and you are dressed as,
Scarlet Witch.
and you look phenomenal, by the way. Very well done. I like it. So, first question to you is: we like to ask all of our guests, what do comic books mean to you, or just comics in general?
You know, I think you can get so wild with the stories, and if there's anything I like in reading, it's creativity. I'd say I really like Marvel and anything like horror, and you can just get a little bit more outlandish through the medium of animation.
Yeah.
So that's probably what draws me to it.
That's a great answer. So you must have loved Multiverse of Madness, that little like horror aspect of it.
Yeah,
They
but
did a really good job on
I
it.
don't believe my girl is dead.
Oh no, she's not.
They gotta bring her
She's
back.
not. She's coming back. Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen has said that she's coming back.
Heck yeah, I love that.
absolutely,
Absolutely.
So next question. So that kind of answers a little bit as to why did you go with Scarlet today?
I think I just related to her character a lot, especially after watching WandaVision. I thought it was such a nice presentation of grief and everything like that. And it came at a good time right after one of my friends passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It kind of hit all the right notes at the right moments.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have really connected to that because of that aspect. It helps with, it just shows that there's no right way to grieve. Everybody has their process. That's excellent.
Woman
Okay.
has a lot of grief, boy.
She
Oh my
does.
God.
Yes, she does.
But I
Absolutely.
think they handled it very well. So.
They really did. I thought they did it tastefully. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so how long have you been coming to C2E2?
This is my second C2E2.
Nice.
I did Saturday last year, but I did all weekend this year.
Excellent. I feel like that's the best way to do it, because you're able to see the entire con, and you don't feel like you missed out on anything.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm from St. Louis, so this is so much bigger than like everything I was used to. So it was
Is that right?
overwhelming at first, but now I'm like super about it.
Yeah, you get your rhythm going, and you really know how to execute the con.
Exactly.
Excellent. So what is it about cons or C2E2 specifically that you enjoy?
So I think C2E2 specifically is kind of the variety of vendors. They have the Revolution truck, which is awesome. I think the cosplays here are just next level, incredible.
Agree. Yeah, totally.
The construction is just unbelievable.
Yeah, some of the detail and the like execution people put into it, and just the passion that they put into it,
Exactly,
you could really see it. Yeah.
And you can tell they put the blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Absolutely.
That's something I so appreciate. Like, the creativity is just check it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that one. So, who do you want to cosplay as next?
Ooh, good question. I did Queen Maeve from The Boys yesterday.
Nice.
I have a bunch of plans, though. I want to do, have you seen Birds of Prey?
I have.
So I want to do the Marilyn Monroe Harley Quinn, because Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is my favorite movie, and Harley is my favorite DC character. So the melding of those is just like...
That'd be a cool like two worlds collide on that. I think so. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was incredible.
You know what? I gotta try to find you next time you're doing that.
Yeah, we can follow each other on social.
For sure. Okay. Next question. When did you start cosplaying?
Ooh, I started cosplaying when I was 16.
Nice. So fairly early. Yeah.
I'm 26 now, so this is 10 years.
10-year anniversary. Awesome. Hey, look at that. 10 years, guys. Going strong. My first cosplay was actually yesterday. Believe it or not. So 10 years from now, I hope to be saying what you're saying. I was Red Hood.
Oh, nice. I probably, I saw you, and I think I saw her with the red hood at some point.
Yeah,
So
I had the helmet on and everything.
nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, so which is weird because I'm a big Marvel guy, so you would think my first cosplay with Marvel, but something about Red Hood, it just looks badass. I had to go with
Jason Todd
it.
is such a badass, so you picked good.
You heard it here first. Confirmed. Jason Todd's badass.
Favorite Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Next question is, who was your first cosplay?
Oh, that's funny. I was Duke Devlin from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice.
And
Okay.
I made the vest in a day, stitched it together. It was totally a last minute thing, but it turned out so fun.
That's excellent. That's cool. All right. Last and final question. What inspired you to cosplay?
Oh my God. So I think, being younger and just kind of being like into nerd culture, you don't really have a whole lot of people you can relate to.
Yeah.
So the first time I went to a con and I met so many people that were into all this like goofy anime, comic book shit, horrors, like, I'm not saying it's goofy. I mean, no, it was.
There's definitely that aspect of it, though. You see a lot of funny costumes here, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, you could just kind of like not worry about like societal expectations. You could just dress up as whatever you want, be yourself. It's very freeing. So
Absolutely, yeah.
if you ever struggle with those sort of things, come to a con. We will love on you massively.
Yeah, this is the freest no judgment zone I've ever experienced,
100%.
and I think that's one of the best things about this place is that everyone's so welcoming, so nice. And we just accept you for you.
Absolutely.
No strings attached, just no holds barred. Yeah.
Especially, when you experience like bullying or anything like that. I mean, this is just kind of a place where you can just come and be yourselves and not have to worry about other people's expectations.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for letting me interview you. Absolutely. I hope to see you at the next con.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's it for Till the End of the Line. Thanks, guys.